Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we're going to be dispensing with the Bureau of Land Management. If you ever heard of Cliven Bundy, he's a rancher in Nevada. That's correct, Nevada. Cliven Bundy his family have been raising and grazing cattle on some land that's been Nevada state land for before the BLM. Bureau of Land Management was even invented or created or brought into the bureaucratic acronym index of our government agencies. Some environmentalists got wacky with the BLM, EPA probably, and I imagine the EPA was probably involved, and said that the grazing the cattle is endangering this desert tortoise. And he's not allowed to graze cattle anymore. Well, he's ignored them. He's always been said, I've been glad to pay the grazing fee, but I'm not going to pay it to them, I'm pay this to the Bureau of Land Management, pay it to the state of Nevada, because he's not going to pay for his own lynching, which is what's going on right now. So he's got his land cattle, he's letting them graze there anyway. They're going to go round up his cattle right now. Their government agents, feds, going to round his cattle up. And not only that, they've made, for anybody who wants to protest, little speech squares you can stand in, but you have to do it there, and the news report's going to do it in that square. You know what? Free speech doesn't fit in a box, motherfuckers. It fits wherever I want to put it, as long as I don't do it like on your property in your house and you want me to. So, take your box and shove it. But we're going to give a call to the Bureau of Land Management right now and see what they have to say for themselves. Everybody enjoy. Here we go.
Good afternoon, BLM Management.
Yeah, so I had a question. Does the Constitution apply in the squares that you guys make by Clive Bundy's property? Or does it apply everywhere around them too? I was just curious about that, seeing as how the Bureau of Land Management has bowed to a bunch of environmentalists who think they can save every species on the planet, including a desert tortoise, that, I mean, species have gone extinct for years. It's the natural way of things. What are we all of a sudden going to save every single animal that crosses the earth? That's impossible. So instead, we're going to drive this rancher off his property, have men with guns, possibly have armed confrontations with him. I want to know what the Bureau of Land Management thinks about that. If he resists you, are you going to have people shoot him or what?
Well, I'm not sure, sir. I'm just taking the message. Would you like to leave your name with a comment?
I would love to leave you my name and the number, but I mean, I think that the Bureau of Land Management needs to understand, that when American citizens see you guys, obviously you're not doing something right if you're making squares and telling people you can only talk here, because you don't want to have like too many people get in your way because you're afraid you might be upsetting some people, and so you try to put them in a box, and you try to put these people in a box and say, stay over here because we don't have to deal with you because we think you're possibly dangerous or going to stop us maybe, which they should. I mean, I hate to say it, but I hope somebody does stop you. I hope you guys would realize, that the Earth has been getting rid of species by natural selection for thousands of years, and then this is a tortoise, and we're destroying a man's livelihood over it. And these environmentalists, they want cattle to graze free, but then they say, don't let them graze on that land. You might kill a turtle. It's rather preposterous, don't you think?
Right, it is.
And it's hypocritical at best. I mean, graze feed your cattle, but, not there.
Right.
I appreciate your candor in the matter, but yes, my name is Chuck Burns. If somebody wants to 6688, I'd just like to get, maybe if you can, maybe opinion from somebody higher up, because I'm really curious, because I don't want this poor rancher and his ranch hands to turn into like another Ruby Ridge or Waco, where some American citizens is trying to exercise his rights on some land his family had been grazing cattle before the BLM even existed, and accidentally get shot, because I don't want that, because I don't think it'd be good for anybody. I think it'd be bad for BLM, because a lot of people, American citizens, would be pissed off about that. I think it'd be bad for him, because obviously he'd be dead.
Okay.
So thank you very much for your candor in the matter. I hope you pass it up and hope somebody gives me a call back. I mean, I have a bad track record of getting called back from my government agencies, but
All right, sir.
You have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
That's the hypocrisy behind this. She even saw it. Did you say, right? Okay. Because these environmentalists that shut down because of a turtle, this rancher grazing on his land, are all for like, well, no, it's bad to cage these animals and these cattle. Don't cage them up. You should let them roam free. And you let them roam free, and then you tell the guy, well, not there. Oh, you might kill a turtle. In California here, we get the same problem. It's a different kind of problem, but environmentalists. We got all these vet ranchers up in Northern California that need water, but they won't let them use the water because it might kill the Delta smell. The Delta smelt, by the way, is an invasive species. It isn't natural to the area. But somehow we don't want it to go extinct in an area it has invaded. You see, the Earth has been a natural selection over the course of thousands of years, been thinning out the animals that aren't as good. I mean, and things. I'm a creationist. I believe in God, but I don't not believe in evolution. I mean, remember in England, the moths change colors to the Industrial Revolution, they sit in the trees, all that crap. I've heard something about that not being true, but I don't really care. The fact of the matter is, it's just an example, and there's other ones besides that. That one's not true. That animals do, to a slight degree, evolve. They change a little bit to make themselves better suited and adaptable to their environment. I don't think that we crawled out of primordial ooze and became humans, but things die, species go extinct, new ones come into existence. It's the way of the world. All of a sudden, what are these environmentalists saying? That we have, from now on out, cannot let one more species anywhere go extinct that we find. Oh my God, it's the Delta smelt invading here, but now this is the natural habitat. Don't kill it. No. No. You are hurting a man's livelihood because of a tortoise right now. You're hurting us in California because of an invasive fish. You guys are idiots. You guys are retarded morons. I'm not against the earth, but look at everywhere you guys don't give people, like, say, ownership rights to trees. They strip log the land. Wherever the people have rights that own land, own the trees and the land, not just the tree rights. Guess what? They take way better care of the land because they want trees to come back there because they want to farm them again. And that means they don't want them to go extinct. It means they want to have more than they're going to farm. So there's natural fires, things like that, that come about just through natural course of the world going in circles to spin. Then they don't lose all their trees because if you don't plant enough, you have a fire and everything dies. So you see, these environmentalists are really what they are. They're anti-humanists. They're the species. I mean, these people don't even think beyond, like, their emotions when they see a puppy, a cat, or some invasive fish. That's where this is at. These people are psychopaths. They don't realize that people are not evil, and sometimes you help that by giving them incentives not to be evil, such as allowing people to hunt, like in Africa, where they allow people to hunt because if they don't let them hunt, the elephant population is too big, tramples the villagers' crops, and the villagers go in and kill all the elephants. And instead of just keeping it at a smart, safe level where they don't feel like for food they need to go invade the villagers' gardens and they end up getting killed. That happens in Africa. It's the truth. The African countries that let people hunt naturally and pay for rights to do it have a bigger, better, more well-kept game population because they want to have the hunters keep coming back because it makes them money. So they don't want this shit to go extinct. But here, you see in America, we've not embraced logic, but we've embraced idiocy. We have the feel-good society. Oh my God, don't kill the fish. Oh my God, it's a tortoise. And like, oh my God, no, this guy's family's land and his cattle crop is going to be confiscated by the government over a tortoise. And you're going to put him and how many people that work for him, ranch hands, out of business, as well as contradict your own personal beliefs that cows should be range-fed, and telling a farmer that is doing that he can't. You're morons. This is Chuck Burns for USA, with a little bit of truth in the independent media, with a little bit of action from a BLM, and it's actually surprisingly competent-sounding government employee with their head screwed on straight. Maybe she'll think, and maybe she'll pass my number along, and maybe, guess what? Something will happen. I doubt it, though. It's the government. They'll have shot the guy in the back or taken his cow by the time this goes 2 more steps up the fucking food chain. And it has to go to 3 and then come back to me. Because that's how it works. To protect and serve? No. Not at all. To protect their ass and serve you yours up on a plate. Peace, guys.